What's going on, everyone? My name is D. Anthony. We're back at it with another technical analysis video. We're going to be looking at Amazon. The reason why I'm making another video, I see a ton of people looking at the previous Amazon video that I updated or did, I think it was over a week, 2 weeks time now. So the information on that video is going to be a little bit skewed because we've broken down from those levels. So this is accurate as of the 16th of May, currently almost about noontime here in California. Now, Amazon is on a breakout today, right? So today is the breakout on Amazon. I'm going to show you guys a little bit what I'm looking at here. I've got the 1 hour time frame up. We've got a little bit of this double bottom down here in this demand zone. Now, my demand zone currently is between 109, okay, and some change, and around 110 and some change. So we've got about $1 worth of room down there. We've gotten into this area last Friday. We got down into this area yesterday. Bulls, buyers are showing that we are strong down in this area. They bounced from this area. So we need to start learning and understanding. If we're short-term traders, we have to find these pockets. We have to find these areas of supply and demand. Now, I've got a couple of other indicators on my chart. That's the 200 period moving average, which is down here in yellow, the 20 period moving average, which is in white. We've got our supply zone up here in red in this zone. Now, that price was looking at around 113 and some change, all the way down to around 112 and some change. So we got a dollar pocket here. We've got a dollar pocket here, and then we have all of this room in between. Now, you can see off the open, very aggressive green candle. Now, depending on what type of trader you are, if you are a scalper, one thing that you would be looking at is what is the high that we have here in the pre-market. The pre-market high was sitting at around 111.40s, 111.50s. What you would be looking at here, we're gonna have to look at the 5-minute time frame to get that adjusted kind of pre-market high. So the pre-market high here today on the 16th was 111.66. What you would be looking for off the bell, where are we coming from? Are we coming from the 20 and the 200? Are these acting as support? Are they starting to rise? What are they doing? Are they declining? Are they flat? Are they rising? They're starting to be flat. They're starting to turn around and curl here. What we're looking at is just to take out this pre-market high, that 111.60s. We get that break, a big green candle here, shoot up to a price of a 111.88, so about a 20-cent move there, and then we continue. Now go back 2 or 3 videos, and look at the video that I just posted about the power of threes. If you're a day trader, you're a scalper, you want to be taking in threes. On that third push, we want to be taking profits. Look at the power here. As we get into this push, we get in here right off the bell, we get 1, 2, 3 pushes into where? Into that previous supply zone that we've had on our chart since last week. We get that third push all the way up into a price of 113. So if you kind of look at that entry, you got about $1.20, $1.30 where you could have started to take some profits. Now, depending on your position sizing, if you're in 10, 20, 30 contracts, definitely you would be done trading for the day. Fantastic trade. Hope you guys left the runner as we traded all the way up to 114.79. Let's just quickly go back to the 1 hour time frame so we can see where do we stand from here, right? So if you kind of look at the last 3 to 4, 5 days worth of price action here, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. Definitely came up into this supply zone once. This is when I created this prior zone here of resistance last Thursday, came all the way back down. Okay, so as this is getting set here, I still have not kind of set my demand zone at this point in time here on Friday. Still looking at this 200 period moving average. We get the nice bounce going into the close. Friday we get yesterday, Monday, we get the next back test into this zone, and here we are, guys, where we pop, boom. So as soon as we come down here, have multiple touch points, show that buyers are stepping in, and we get the explosion out of it back into the middle of the range, this now becomes my demand zone. So anything below 109.25 would be a short position for me, back into 107, which is a 200 period moving average. Now, just knowing that coming from the bottom floor here, all we're looking for is to take out Friday's highs and then into this pre-market high. As soon as we get that, we want to take those calls or take those position shares, and we want to ride those into our previous supply zone here. We want to start taking profits. As soon as we start to get 1, 2, 3 pushes higher, doesn't matter if you're using a 5-minute time frame, doesn't matter if you're using a 1 hour, 15, 1 minute, 1 day. you always want to start taking profits into that third push. So if we look at it into this third push, we would be taking profits closer to 114. So maybe squeezing out another dollar out of this play. Where do we go from here? This box is still red because it's still a supply zone. We've got to come back down, which we did once. I'd like to see a multiple touch point here back into this zone. If we can come back into this zone here between around 112.60s and 113.20s, I'd like to see that hold and then see us come out. Then I will change my box to green, which is going to act as a new demand zone. Prior resistance, new support. I'd like that. We're still looking for a continuation here on Amazon over 114.80. Now, if I pull up a weekly time frame so we can kind of see where we are at on the weekly chart, each candlestick is going to represent 1 week's worth of trading. You can see where we pushed into today is going all the way back to January, that big pop that we had in January. So that big pop that we had on January before we sold off here, that's exactly where we're at. We could be looking at a full breakout on Amazon into 130s. Guys, 130s is the next macro area of supply. We're going to have a little bit of choppiness action in the 120s, but again, over 121, 122, we will have room to kind of push into 131. Now, again, Amazon's not going to be really a short position until we start to lose that 109. Anything below 109 definitely has room to 107 and then 100. So those are the levels that we're going to be watching. Those are the levels that we're going to be eyeing and keying in on. If you look at the daily time frame chart here, this is going to represent 1 trading day per candle. If we do get over this 115, we've got some supply here at around 121. It could be an easy push into this area. Again, you guys need to do your homework, study your charts, obviously do your own technical analysis. I'm just passing along the information and how I'm trading this, but the sooner and the quicker you guys can identify these pockets of support and resistance, or excuse me, demand and supply, support, resistance, whatever you guys want to call it, the better off you're going to be. Now, again, you have to trust technical analysis. You have to understand where can you potentially get the best price? Where potentially could you start taking profits? Again, it's all going to start up here. If you've got a smaller account, it doesn't mean you're looking for $5, $10, $15 on the move. You're just looking for that correct move. The more times you can identify the correct move, get in, get out, without having the big emotions and the confusions and the anxiety once you're in these trades, the better off you're going to be. Now, obviously, you're going to make more money the bigger you increase your size. So if normally you're a 1-lot trader where you're trading 100 shares, if you move it up to 3, 4, 5 lots, now you're going to be making $200, $300, $400 per every dollar moved. In a case like today, where we would have gotten in at today, you could see if I pull up this 5-minute time frame, okay? If I pull up the 5-minute time frame, and let's say you were a 1-lot trader and you would have gotten in at 111.65 and gotten out on a 3-push candle here, you would have made anywhere between $100 and $150 depending on the slippage and the spread that you got in at. If you were playing options and you were playing multiple contracts, profits probably would have been the same on 1-2 contracts, maybe 100, 120. If you're playing something like 10 contracts, or you're playing something like 1,000 shares, that's a quick $1,000 trade in a matter of 15 minutes. So you can definitely see the power as when it pertains to the position sizing. Now, obviously, if you were to lose $1, you're going to lose $1,000 on 1,000 shares, but that's why you don't increase your position sizing before your account size and your emotional kind of meter is ready for that. We have to gradually get there. It's nice and it's flashy to kind of say, hey, I made $1,000 today. I traded 1,000 shares, but it's also detrimental to your growth and development if you do it too quickly and too soon when you're not ready. Okay. If you guys want to trade with me, if you guys want to get access to my one-on-one coaching, right now I'm working with 2 more students. I only have space for 2 more. Started with the first one today. I build you guys a trading plan with rules, guidelines, tickers to trade based on your account size. I do live technical analysis with you and reviews. I get our chart set up for the next day. I want you guys to start identifying these things on your own. So you don't need me. You don't need anyone else. You guys can trade these markets in and out on a daily basis all by yourself. I want to get you guys there. I love coaching. I trade full time. Some people ask, why do you coach, or why do you do this on the side? Why not just focus on trading? All seriousness aside, trading is a very, very boring game. when you're doing it by yourself. It's nice to have other people to trade with. It's nice to see people's progress. And also it helps build my team so I have more traders to trade with. That's more eyes on stocks. That's more levels to be crushed. That's more money to be made for everyone. I'll see you guys all in the next video.